This video is sponsored by Card Kingdom. You can visit their store by using my referral link in the description below. So, Weaver of Harmony is pretty good. I mean, just being an enchantment creature lord in this set is powerful. Tamio's Completion's a nice removal spell. Bosiju reaches Skyward. I like the Octopus too. I think it's probably just the rare though. It's not a bomb rare by any stretch, but I do think it's better than like Completion, which is probably the next best card, and then the Octopus. So I think we'll take the Weaver. Yeah. Okay. This pack has a lot of good green cards in it between Blossom Prancer and Jukai Preserver. It's also got a Rabbit Battery though, and I almost feel like it's... Is it better than Blossom Prancer? I guess it's probably not. It's close though. I mean, both of these cards are really good in commons. Our first two, this is our third draft of the format, and our first two, we drafted Blossom Prancer early and then didn't get to play it. So are we going to go 3 for 3 on that? We might. Yeah, so I think we take the Prancer over Rabbit Battery. It's close, and I wouldn't be shocked if by the end of this format the pick is Rabbit Battery, but for now I think we're in on the Prancer instead. Okay, so I like Jukai Preserver a lot. I also like Twisted Embrace a lot, though. I think I'd probably take the Embrace. It's a great removal spell. It's an enchantment, too, which Blossom Prancer likes. Oh, man. You can actually copy the trigger. That would be... Maybe we'll get to do that. That's insane. Yeah, I think Embrace is better than Preserver and Befriending the Moths. I like all those cards, though. Okay, so another Befriending the Moths. It's also a Kami's Flare, which is really good. I like Befriending the Moths, but I do think Kami's Flare is the best card in this pack. This thing's pretty good too, but it takes some setup to really excel, and it's definitely better in like blue-black where it's easier to get ninja stuff going. So, but I think we take the Flare. If we're in green, we have a decent shot at picking up Fixing, so splashing the Flare wouldn't be too hard. And there's no guarantee we're going to end up in black-green anyway. If it's anything like our first two drafts, we won't end up playing green even though we took a green card early anyway. Yeah, black-green, I mean, you know, it has synergies from, like, all the archetypes, so it can sort of be an enchantment deck. It can sort of be a graveyard deck, too. It's an interesting thing. So, Imperial Subduer is pretty good, even on its own. Explosive Entry is really good in the format, too, because there's so many artifacts. Thornwood Fall is not a bad land. This isn't a great pack overall. There's not a lot in it that's super exciting. I mean, Bamboo Grove Archer, if we end up in like a black-green grindy deck, I mean, the Archer is a nice card to have for sure. And we could end up in that deck. But I feel like Explosive Entry and Imperial Subduer definitely have a higher ceiling, but this does go with our enchantment theme, I guess, so far. Yeah, I like the Archer enough to take it here. Seismic Wave. That's another really good red card to see. Grafted Grove isn't bad, but I think we probably take Seismic Wave. Nice removal spell. Sometimes you can really spike it and do like insane things. Most of the time it's just a good removal spell, but that upside is pretty real. So, where are we headed? So, Unstoppable Ogre's not bad for like a red-green aggro deck, and we certainly could be. Ninja's Kunai's not bad. Neither is Searchlight Companion. The Companion's definitely at its best in like a ninja deck. I think I'm leaning towards the Kunai. I mean, it's nice enough removal, and it'll fit into any deck we end up in, which is nice. Okay. Decent black card in the Ambusher. Shrine Steward's good. Like if you can fetch a Twisted Embrace with it, that's not too bad. Right now, it's our only aura. But the other options in this pack aren't great for us at all. Like, I guess Era of Enlightenment's pretty good, but I could definitely see the Steward ending up pretty good in this deck, depending on how the deck ends up. And it is colorless, but, you know, the Era is good enough that I probably should take it. There's no guarantee that white is not going to be where we end up, so. So Gift of Wrath isn't terrible. Neither's the Ogre. I'm taking one of those, I think. The rest of this pack. The 2 green cards aren't very good. The white card is okay. I haven't drafted a single vehicle yet, which is pretty weird. You know, 2 and a third drafts in. Well, I have drafted them. I haven't played them. I haven't gotten any good ones. Yeah, I think I like Gift of Wrath here a little more than the Unstoppable Ogre. We can have an Unstoppable Ogre here if we want one. And I think we probably do. Right now, the whole Bamboo Grove Archer thing isn't looking too good, but yeah, we'll grab a Simian Sling. And yeah, a Tawashi Songshaper works for me too. Does feel like we're going red-green more than anything right now. Yeah, I mean, that's where our best cards are for the most part. The Era and the, Twisted Embrace is definitely really good. The Era's not great. If we're a red-green deck, we're probably not playing the Archer, though we'll see what happens there. We do want enchantment creatures. We don't have any others yet, but we do want them. Yep, Gift of Wrath is an aura, which is nice. Okay, lots of options here. I think Explosive Entry is probably the best one, though. Definitely main deckable in this format. Take another Gift of Wrath, sure, whatever. We can actually copy the Gift of Wrath trigger, too, when the creature leaves the when the gift leaves the battlefield. Oh boy. Okay, well, it's good that we're pretty open still. I mean, you should always be open this point anyway, but I mean, we took mostly red cards, so if we take this Absurd Bomb, which we're going to, we're not losing that much, We're probably going to be a red-white deck, because this is an Absurd Bomb. I think the only cards better than it are like 3 of the 5 dragons. So, yeah. She's incredibly good. This is a strong pack in general, though. Roaring Earth, probably the best uncommon in the format. So whoever, is next to us is probably getting it. It's funny because it looks like we're probably not...
Who harms my people must contend with me.
We're probably not playing Blossom Prancer yet again. We could get a second one here. There's something to be said for that, but not really. Of course, this pack is not great. It's good enough, though. We definitely take Intercessor's Arrest. At this point, I think we'd be pretty happy to play the Search Up an Aura guy. But yeah, I think we probably lose both of these. We'll see what happens, though. I mean, we have good cards, for sure, but... yeah. Okay, this is an enchantment creature. Oh, yeah, we don't really care anymore, though, do we? Because we got rid of our Weaver. Yeah. It is an okay card, nonetheless. Good place to stick our equipment and stuff. Wanderer's Intervention is pretty good, removal-wise. But we have better removal at this point. I don't think we're desperate for it. How many warriors? We have 1 warrior. I mean, the Ancestral Katana is pretty good if we end up with enough warriors. Right now, and/or Samurai. We're not really there yet. Yeah, it may still just be the Intervention. Like, this definitely has a higher ceiling, but... this thing's not amazing. I think Intervention's fine. Okay. Got some stuff here. So this is great if we're like a crazy artifact deck. It's a great build around. Synthesizer is pretty powerful. It ends up being like a weird divination most of the time. Do I like Befriending the Moths more? It's one of these 3 cards for sure. We could take Fixing, but... our Blossom Prancer is double green, so I don't think we're that interested. Yeah, I mean, we really need some creatures, that's for sure. I think I'm going to grab Exemplar. Yeah, Era of Enlightenment, you are correct. That does make it into our deck. Okay, so here's an Asari Captain. You know, at this point in the format, it feels like the Subduer is better than the Captain. But I think we probably still want to take the Captain here. You know, it's the signpost for our colors. It's a pretty good card. We do need to end up with some more Warriors and Samurais, that's for sure. Here we're going to take Blade Blizzard, Kitsune, just a great card. It's a ninja and not Samurais, but... so here's some fixing that's not bad in the form of Uncharted Haven. I mean, we need a lot of fixing to, like, throw the Blossom Prancer back in is the thing. Preserver's nice. We could just take Repel the Vile. We could also just take the Ogre. You know, if we can get an aggressive enough curve, I kind of like the Ogre. Yeah, I think we grab an Ogre here. He's not a warrior. Oh, he is a warrior. That's interesting. So this Saga is one of the few in the set that's like, yeah, I don't think so. The rest are all, you know, C's or better, basically. So here we'll take Golden Tail Disciple. Okay, I like the Reinforced Ronin here. I do like Ironhoof Boar, but I think I like the Ronin more, especially because as we're getting more and more Samurai Warrior payoffs. Peerless Samurai's nice here. I think I like it more than Moth Rider. It's just so good when you stack those attack alone triggers on it. I mean, so is the Patrol, I guess. You know what? I think I like the Patrol a little better, actually. Yeah. Yeah, Katana came back. That's good, because now we're actually a deck that can utilize it the way this pack went. And we get a Peerless Samurai anyway. Works for me. Ambitious Assault might actually work. It is an awkward card in this format since attacking alone, like, so far, you know, in the early stages of this format, it really feels like the bonuses for attacking alone are strong enough that it's definitely worth doing. So it's interesting to have a mass board pump effect. So this pack is strong. I mean, this is a big old build around that we're not playing, even though it's a cool card. So we're looking at the Fall of Lord Konda, Bronze Plate Boar, and Flame Discharge. All three of these are great and in our colors. Huh. Man, I think it's the Fall of Lord Konda in the end, but that's a hard pick. I mean, I think I like the fact that it, you know, is a removal spell that gives us some value, but maybe it's not aggressive enough. Maybe it was the wrong pick. So how many artifacts do we have? 7? I mean, that's kind of enough, and this pack's not great otherwise. So I think we take Patchwork Automaton here. Okay, we've got the land. We'll probably end up taking it here. This is a nice 1-drop, but this is a pretty sweet land. I wouldn't mind an Ironhoof Boar either. But yeah, we take the land. It's a powerful one, you know. Having a land that actually, like, does stuff is just way more powerful than you'd think. This is another pretty good pack for us. Befriending the Moss, Reinforced Ronin, Sling, and the Steward are all things I'm interested in. I'm sort of leaning towards another Ronin. Yeah, I think we go with another Ronin. It's another artifact. Combos kind of well with our Patchwork Automaton, which is funny. Okay, another really strong pack. Another Fall of Lord Konda, an Arrest, and a Samurai. I think we grab an Arrest. I do like Sunblade Samurai a lot, but removal is important. Wow, that is a pretty late Roaring Earth. We don't have any fixing right now, though. Granted, these two cards are okay, but they're not great. It is less good splashing it, because if you can't channel it late, it's less impressive. I still think it's what we take here. We'll see if we pick up the necessary fixing. There's basically no way we do, but the other stuff in that pack wasn't great for us. We'll take the trick here. Deck feels pretty good overall. Yeah, another Fall of Lord Conda. You know, I don't love having more than one because of how bad the card is if you don't have a thing to exile. Like, if you don't, you know, it's situational enough that having a second one, I mean, sometimes it'll work out and feel incredible, right? But sometimes you're going to end up in a situation where it's stuck in your hand and then you draw your other one. So you want to minimize the number of times where something gets stuck in your hand like that. We're really pumped about this Rabbit Battery. I like it more than Kamano Faces Kakazan for sure. Our deck has a pretty strong artifact sub-theme. Maybe not pretty strong, but Song Shaper and Automaton both are pretty excited about it. And I think we take another Song Shaper here, keeping that in mind. Let's grab a Brute Suit. So, we're probably, okay, happy to get a Kamano Faces Kakazan now. And another Simian Sling. People seem to really be undervaluing the Sling here early in this format. Probably don't play Emergence. Yeah, so I don't think we're going to be a Gift of Wrath deck. As we get a third one. Yeah, it is interesting that it got passed, because the first copy is pretty great. The first copy of the Fall of Lord Conda, but... Alright. So. Got some cards to cut. Probably don't play Regent's Authority in this deck. Not sure we need the Kunai in the end. It is an artifact, and that matters. Golden Tail Disciple is definitely nothing special. Oh yeah, I don't think we play the Assault. We are a little more into going wide and attacking people, I guess, than this deck usually is, but I still don't think we want it. The Ogres are nice. It's pretty close to Tormentor's Helm, though. The upside on it is enough that I think it's pretty comparable to the Helm. Yeah, this is going to be a tough one to trim. I mean, I guess Golden Tail Disciple's getting the axe. We don't have any enchantment payoffs or anything. We ended up with 12 artifacts, which I think means Song Shaper and Automaton are plenty good. It also means we can get away with cutting a few artifacts. Yeah, we could consider going to 16. In our last draft, it sort of felt like maybe playing 17 is better most of the time because of the fact that there's so much you can do with your mana, like with, you know, reconfigure and stuff. But at the same time, we do have a Sokenzen, which sort of already is like 16 lands. So we're already sort of, you know, hedging against the problem of drawing too many lands. So in the end, how many Warriors and Samurais did we get? I don't know that it's enough for some of these cards. 3. We have 8. I guess that's okay. We're not doing great. I mean, we basically have Peerless Samurai and... Our only payoffs are the Samurai and the Exemplar and a Sorry Captain. I mean, I guess that's enough. But we do need to cut 4 cards, nonetheless. And maybe the Ogres... Maybe 1 Ogre, at least. I mean, it's not an amazing card, but if we can, like, curve out, like, play something turn 1, play something turn 2, and then Ogre them, like, that's pretty great. Yeah, the Ronins also make it easier for us to play 17 lands and not feel too bad about it. So, yeah, I think we gotta cut stuff. It's an okay saga, but it may actually be what gets the axe here. Because, yeah, I mean, our other 2 sagas are definitely more powerful. I do think axing one of those makes sense, and axing 1 Ogre. It is a warrior, so that matters. Peerless Samurai definitely doesn't seem great here. But we also don't have that many creatures. Awkwardly enough. Although this is a creature, basically. I guess maybe we lose Explosive Entry. Like, it's nice in this format, but I think maybe it's narrow enough, given what we've got going on in our deck, that we just want to cut it. And we have enough other removal that I'm not super alarmed. Yeah, I think that's what we do. And then maybe the Katana. We have Samurais and Warriors, but I don't know that we have so many that I'm like pumped about the Katana in this deck. But maybe I am. I mean, Intervention's not great, but I think I would cut, like, Peerless Samurai before I cut the Intervention. Yeah. I think that works. How many Warriors and Samurais did I just cut us down to? 3, 6? You know, if I'm going down to 6, I mean, that is downgrading our Captain, our Exemplar, and our Katana. Yeah, the Kunai might make more sense to cut. It is an artifact, but we still have enough of those. I think we put Peerless Samurai back in. So we have 5 Warriors and 2 Samurai. Yeah. I can live with that, I think. It has something those decks didn't, and that's the Wanderer. The last one didn't have, I mean. The Wanderer is pretty awesome. All right, looks like a pretty good opener. A bunch of 1-drops. So I could play like turn 1 Rabbit Battery. I wish we were going first with this many 1s in our hand, but I can live with it. Yeah, so I think turn 1 Rabbit Battery makes sense. Then next turn we can play Ronin and Mothrider Patrol. The Ronin obviously returns to our hand, but that's fairly acceptable. Okay, yeah, so hold on a second here. Yeah, I think that's... I could also play Mothrider Patrol and equip the battery. But I think just playing Reinforced Ronin here... Attack. Then play Mothrider Patrol. Works for me. So I'm guessing they're going to take our Captain. Oh, they went with the counters. I guess that makes sense. Ow. Okay. So... feels like the Ogre getting played next turn is probably just going to be better. If I had the mana to play it and give it haste, that would be sweet, but I don't. So I think we just play the Ronin again and swing in for 4. Yeah, pretty nice when you can use that to take your opponent off of the Wanderer's thing. Okay, so this is going to be spicy. So I think we play Unstoppable Ogre. Make it so this can't block. Is playing the Ronin just better? No, it's not. We move the Rabbit Battery here. And swing for 6. Then next turn we can play a Sorry Captain, which is pretty great. Yeah, this is like the ideal Reinforced Ronin deck because we have Artifact synergies and Samurai Warrior synergies. So there's a good chance we're going to get ninjutsu'd here, I think. But the fact that they just attacked kind of bodes well for us. I guess if it's the bouncing ninjutsu creature, that would have been bad, but it wasn't, so. Oh man, this is going to be close. It's got to be... The best thing's got to be playing the captain, right? Yeah. They know we have it, but... And then I think we just swing out. Actually, I guess I'm going to leave the patrol behind just to be safe. Okay. Okay. We have our battery to block, and we may do just that, given the situation. Okay. So... Ooh. That's going to be spicy. Yeah, so I think we can just win here, barring some sort of catastrophe. So if I buff this, all 3 of these are lethal. Oh, except this can't attack. Yeah, so it makes more sense to buff the Song Shaper. Yeah, I think we have to leave back Mothrider Patrol again just to be careful. Yeah, that works for us, obviously. Simeon Sling will give us lethal. Most likely, anyway. Yeah, it is nice that, you know, that's one of the plus sides of those equipment is that they just get to come back to the board as blockers, you know, in those situations. I don't think it was lethal with Sling last turn because I couldn't have attacked with my Tawashi guy. I had to give it haste. The DJ. It is funny. I hate the art on that card. It's just not the kind of aesthetic I want to see in Magic. But it's pretty good in this deck. With all the artifacts we have, it works out pretty well. Ooh, nice hand. Although, Reinforced Ronin getting a counter isn't exactly something to jump for joy over. Hopefully we draw something else. But it's, you know, it's better than nothing. Yeah, let's play Kumano faces Kakazan. Let's draw a 2-drop. If I draw a 2-drop, it's going to be awesome. We didn't do it. I guess I can live with it, though. Basically, I just get to do 1 more damage. Hello. You are a shaman. Let's attack. We're gonna play Peerless Samurai here. Okay. Oh, they just stumbled on their mana, which is good news for us. This is gonna be pretty sweet. So we play Patchwork Automaton. Then we play Reinforced Ronin. Then we attack with just the Reinforced Ronin, so that we can also play the Katana this turn. Nah, is that getting too cute? That's probably getting too cute. We'll just attack them. We just need to bring the thunder. They got mana screwed and we got our little combo going. Telling us about the lore here. Taking a while to find us an opponent. There we go. We never got to play our Emperor in that last game. I think this is a keep. It's a pretty awkward hand for our deck overall because we don't have any removal. I mean, creatures. We do like all our removal, but I think the fact that we can like do stuff early makes it pretty hard not to keep it. My preview card. Okay. We're in some trouble here. If they play something we can flare, we probably do it. And they do, and we definitely do it. Hey, we drew a creature, which is good news for Wandering Emperor and stuff. Because we can, like, flash it in, put a counter on our Song Shaper. Not this turn, obviously, but... Alright, so right now, our Fall of Lord Konda's not doing anything. Yeah, so I think we pass the turn here, leave up Wandering Emperor, and hopefully we get to, like, wreck the Brute Suit. Like, play the Emperor, put a counter on the Song Shaper, and block the Brute Suit. If they have mana up, this might go a little sideways on us, but... could be worse. Yeah, so they're gonna do it. Let's hope we can do what we want to do here. Yeah, so... I guess I can still wait, and I might as well.
Run away. You'll be safer.
Nice.
Strike fast and strike.
With all their mana, I wasn't sure that was going to work out for us, but it did. Come here, Tukey. Kitty cats, man. Yeah, now we get to untap and... That's a problem. I can kill it with Seismic Wave is the good news, so it's not like a complete disaster. But it's not great for us either. I guess we make a Samurai here. We could kill Armguard Familiar. Maybe that's just better. And then we'd still... It only has Ward 2, right? Yeah, Wave only sweeps non-artifacts, unfortunately. Otherwise, we'd get a sweet 2-for-1. I guess killing Armguard Familiar here is pretty good. And then they have to play something to crew Dragonfly Suit, and we can kill it with Seismic Wave. So... Well... Let's attack first. Yeah, and then we'll do it.
You're done.
That's funny that she says, "You're done." I wanted to play a big creature, just so I can take it down with the Fall of Lord Konda. Yeah. That is not a big creature. I'm guessing they crew the Dragonfly Suit now to try to kill her. They might be able to, I guess. Oh, it actually is a mana value. No, it's only mana value of 3. Alright, so yeah, we'll Seismic Wave it. We really need to draw another real card at some point. Hey, there we go. So... I can't actually get anything back right now, which is good news. So I think we play the Exemplar. And I think we +1 her here. And end our turn.
Edge in this fight.
You know, I probably should have attacked. Nah, no, I don't think we really could. I think we want to hold on to the Wandering Emperor as much as we can. That's a problem. Does have crew 2 at least. This is where the Fall of Lord Konda does not feel good. In a world where you don't have any targets. So we definitely block. Okay. So... Shoot. So if we want to -2 her... Yeah, it's not worth -2ing her. I think we +1 her again. Yeah. So let's play our sling. And then I think we put a counter on the sling. Yeah. I could make... Nah, yeah. Counter on the sling. Then we'll pass our turn. If they drew something that can crew this, I'm not going to be very happy. Or if they drew removal, I'm not going to be very happy. But, yeah. Alright, they did draw removal. That is not good. So we have to block Ugly again if we're going to keep her alive. I guess that's still the best bet, keeping her alive, because she can at least make us a samurai. But yeah, it's not going great for us. Yeah, that's not good. So let's play Rabbit Battery. And we're going to make a samurai.
Let your blade do the talking.
And she's pretty much dead now, but at least we're getting some value here. Yeah. I mean, she did something amazing when she came down. We just weren't able to really capitalize on the advantage it gave us. We ended up having to use cards to protect her and then just drawing nothing. So yeah, they can crew now and just attack with everything. So she's dead. It is time for her to perish. We can kill the koi with our fall, at least. So yeah, we're just going to let her die.
Years of training for this?
And then we'll play the Fall of Lord Konda. And Moth Rider Patrol. And then we can do this. And then move it over to... Moth Rider Patrol. And we'll end our turn. Yeah, I mean, she definitely did a lot. I mean, we're both in top deck mode. Their board state might be a little better than ours right now. It's really going to come down to what we draw, obviously. The fact that they dealt with our best card is a little annoying. But she did give us probably 3 cards worth of value. I mean, I can't complain that much. Yeah, that's obnoxious. There goes our token forever. They can crew. If only Chapter 2 on this actually did a thing. I guess they don't care about their Disruptor, because they could get it back. But yeah, we definitely take the hit here. Look out. So, Peerless Samurai. You cost 4 to use your ability, huh? It feels like making this a 3/4 is probably better than anything else, although maybe not. Because if I leave man up for Moth Rider Patrol's ability, I can wait until they try to crew, That seems pretty good. Yeah, we'll just pass the turn here. Because they have to crew it in their first main phase if they're going to crew it. And then we can tap it after they crew it, in which case they only have 1 damage worth of attacks to send our way. So, I think we're okay with that. This sort of tap ability does get way better in a format with vehicles, just because they really make it hard for you to want to crew a vehicle. Like, you just don't get much of an advantage out of it. Thank you for all the gift subs, Von Ham. I really appreciate the support. Good luck at your pre-release later today. I wonder if they have removal. I feel like if they do, they should have just fired it off by now, right? They do. So yeah, tapping something here is almost worthless because our opponent will just crew in response. So that's a pretty good answer to our Moth Rider Patrol being obnoxious. Right, we do get a free block here, but then we take 4. Okay. Gosh, I guess making this a 2/4? Nah, it's... Yeah. Blade Blizzard Kitsune is a pretty good draw. Yeah. So, I think we'll play the Kitsune. Smash for 6 here. Yeah, smash for 6. And then move the battery to Peerless Samurai. I'm glad we've reduced them to only being able to attack with that. Ooh, spicy. Okay. So we play the sling. Then we put this here. And then we put this here. So they can... No, they don't really even have a block that can kill it. They just have to chump. Nice. Yeah, then we move... We can move them both. I guess that's a pretty good deal, because then this will be big enough to block more effectively. I guess dividing up the equipment might actually be a little spicier on a future turn, because Menace on this is kind of a big deal. Ooh. Okay. Kind of funny now. I think Peerless Samurai is the better attacker. Once we play a sorry captain. Yeah. Unfortunately, this is not a samurai. So I think we just attack with Peerless Samurai now. Yeah, they can double block it and take it down, but I get to kill both of these things. Drops them to 7, and they gain back 2. Then... yeah, reconfigure... They're kind of just fighting for their lives right now, I guess. I guess Blade Blizzard Kitsune... is the better attacker now. I can actually swing with it and the captain, I think. And giving up the captain here is not really a big deal. So... yeah, because the captain... oh, I guess it's not that great of an attacker without any buff. But, yeah, it's probably still worth it. So, yeah, they're going to kill that. But, yeah, we go ahead and kill their Covert Technician. Play this. I guess I should have moved some stuff there, but I'm okay with just blocking with my fragment to draw a card. So increases my chances of taking advantage of that counter. Yeah, we're not going to. Okay. They have to block it. So we get a 2-2 with haste this turn. Card that draws them a card could help them survive here. Oh, that's a nice draw. So... and then we also get to play the Hasty Ronin. So, is it better if I move these equipment around? Yes. Yeah, that should be lethal. Got there. So the red-white decks we've had today have been good. The big thing is that people have been undervaluing like Rabbit Battery and Simian Sling. I mean, that's, you know, we've been getting them pretty easy. Yeah, the Double Striker is nasty. It is funny they decided to give white a ninja. I guess blue, no. Is red? Red's the only color without any ninjas? It seems like red should have ninjas, right? Flavor-wise, like, probably before white should. But yeah. Alright, nice hand. I wonder if our opponent is an OU fan like me, or if that's just a random name. So, I think turn 1 Simian Sling is better than turn 1 Rabbit Battery in this situation. I'd rather trade the Sling if I'm going to trade. So, I think I offer up the trade here. We get to ping them for 1 and trade 1 for 1. It's fine with me. Then we'll play our Song Shaper. It's a Van Halen album title. That's probably more likely then, given the specific number they put there. Okay. So I think I attack here. It's kind of a free attack. I can use Kami's Flare if I want to, and then if they don't, if they block, I mean, I don't do anything either way. It's like I said, it's a free attack. If I chipped in for the damage, that would be great, but I think we just play our Blade Blizzard Kitsune. Uh-oh. That thing is powerful. Okay. Crew 3. Alright, so I think we play Rabbit Battery. Can't equip it, unfortunately. However, gives us some pretty good attacks here. Do they use a trick? No. So they take 4. Obviously, they're going to use Reckoner Bank Buster. I could consider putting my arrest on it. We're too late now for that. I mean, we were always too late. There was no way we'd be able to do it. I think we just let them have the value. Because if we used it... Yeah, it just wasn't... It wasn't that great. So putting the arrest on that's going to feel pretty good, I think. Because it can crew. Unfortunately, they can still crew in response if they want to. Bamboo Grove Archer. Oh. Okay. Interesting. So I think we actually play Unstoppable Ogre now. They can still crew in response, so it won't actually accomplish that much. Wish I had more red mana right about now. So yeah, no matter what I do, they can crew in response, which is annoying. I think it probably still makes sense to play the Ogre. I guess I could also put the arrest on the Bank Buster now that they... and keep them from drawing more cards. Yeah, I think we want to do it. Right now, they can't use it anymore, so I think we're going to do it. Then I think we attack with Blade Blizzard Kitsune. And if they decide to block, we use Kami's Flare after the first hit. Yeah. So full control. We'll go to first strike damage. So the bad news is, in terms of like the trading we just did, they gained a card out of that and they gained a card out of this. So we may have cleared out the board, but they have way more action in their hand than we do. It is oh my god. The Blossom Prancers are punishing us considering we drafted one like second pick 3 times today and then never played them. That is a pretty good draw. Yeah. So They're not very far from playing that, so I probably do not want to go that route. I think we'll play Unstoppable Ogre here. Make the Prancer unable to block. And then attack with both of these. I guess attacking with the Song Shaper is basically irrelevant, but it doesn't hurt if they're afraid we have a trick or something. So if they just slam the turtle here, we can play Intercessor's Arrest on it on our turn at least. And then attack with our Ogre, I guess. That makes some sense. That is not good. Unfortunately, this is a triggered and not activated ability, so we can't stop it. Yeah, they've got so much action going on. That Replication Specialist is not nice. So do I put Rabbit Battery on Unstoppable Ogre and attack? I don't feel like it upgrades things enough. The Ogre can already attack, and trading for one of these is fine. I think we'll stick it on our Kitsune. And maybe swing with both of them. What happens if I arrest something here? Not enough. Yeah, they have to trade 2 things here. Yeah, so we kill both of those. Still have our Rabbit Battery. Still have our Intercessor's Arrest. But we're in some trouble here, obviously. This, if it starts copying things, is bad news. Hopefully they just do that and then play the turtle, but yeah, they do. So we're going to arrest the turtle, but we actually still don't really have a good attack, which is sad. What's the word? Word 2, yeah. So, yes, I am sure. It's definitely not worth an attack here. I do think I'm going to equip it just because making this a 3/3 is probably more useful. Although, yeah. But we're not attacking. We take another 3 here. Does feel like they're going to stabilize thanks to all their card advantage. Luckily, nothing was modified. That is not a very good draw here, but I guess we'll take it. It gives us a creature in a couple of turns. Maybe we'll draw a creature next turn. The replication specialist is luckily just attacking us so far. Ugh. It hasn't copied an artifact yet, so that's the only reason we're still somehow in this game. Of course, it may just kill us like this. The way things have gone. Ooh. We can actually kill the thing now. That works for me. See if they can save it somehow. There are plenty of ways they could. And that is one of them. It also does lethal to us. Nice. Yeah. Thank you for the sub, Blasny X. Hello, Grixis Leader. Right, pretty good. I mean, an early Patchwork Automaton can really carry a game. We do kind of want to draw some more stuff, like, but, the Automaton's nice. Uh-oh. I think we play Automaton so that we can play an artifact next turn. We may end up needing to kill Kami of Transience instead, but... Oh, good. So now we get to play 2 artifacts. I think we probably do, and then don't attack. Yeah, so Simian Sling. We could just play the Sling and leave up Kami's Flare. Something to be said for doing that, I think. Yeah. It's annoying that this can come back. But, yeah, I think we'll... Never mind. We're just going to play the Katana. Do I want to attack myself? Yeah, I think so. We'll let them rumble. We got destroyed by a Modify deck earlier in the stream. A really fast red-green Modify, which is probably what our opponent is. So, they attack for 5 here? Yeah. That's pretty nice. So, yeah, I think we play the Exemplar here. Do I attack with Automaton again? Because I can Kami's Flare whatever they decide to... Yeah, I think we'll attack. Whatever they equip, we can use Kami's Flare on. Should they equip at all? I guess they don't really have to. I can at least trade with the Exemplar, though. I'm guessing they try to equip something and we get to flare them, which will also do 2 to them, which is pretty sweet. Alright, yeah, so Kami's flare. I guess I could have waited. I should have waited because now they can attack with Lizard Blades. Oh, they decided not to, though. Oh, my. I guess our deck wants us to win or something. I think I'd probably just swing out here. Maybe I just attack with Patchwork Automaton and then leave up mana to flash in Emperor. That seems pretty good. They could kill our Automaton if they want to, but I don't... Well, actually, they can't because of our Emperor. So yeah, we'll just do the 3 here. Yeah. Drop them to 10 and end our turn. Oh yeah, that was probably a better attack. You're probably right. Attack with Exemplar and equip it. It's probably the better attack. See what our opponent does here. If they equip an attack, we probably flash this in and kill the thing. Yeah. That's probably what I do here. Yeah, so we'll flash her in.
Anyone who harms my people must contend with me.
Is it better to just make a 2/2 Samurai and block Lizard Blades? It probably is. I hold on to more loyalty that way. It doesn't guarantee I'll kill Lizard Blades, is the flip side, but more loyalty is good. Wait, I can actually go up loyalty and kill Lizard Blades if I'm willing to give up a creature. Never mind. They, you know, they scooped as one would expect. We had a lot of options there, and they were all good. Yeah, plus and block would have worked. I mean, we would have had to give up a creature on the board, but it's probably the best option. That sucked for them, though. They had mana problems, and then I played the Wandering Emperor. It's not really how you want it to go down. It wouldn't live. Oh, First Strike. You're right, it would have lived. That was definitely the best option. I forgot she gave First Strike, yeah. Yeah, she has won 2 of our games for us, sort of. I guess in the other one, she didn't, like, win us the game outright, but she did get there for us. Oh, this is nice. Okay. I like it. Yeah, red-white aggro seems pretty legit. Like, even if you take the Wanderer out of our deck, like, the kind of starts this deck can have been pretty awesome. It'd be great if they don't play something that can block here. And they don't. They do get their 1 life back, unfortunately, but... I guess if I play the red, I leave open the opportunity... No, never mind. It costs more to channel. Ooh, so this Seismic Wave can eventually allow us to really pick off our opponent's X1 over there. I think we probably just play the Ronin here and attack with it. I want to hold on to Rabbit Battery because of our Blade Blizzard Kitsune. This may just be a trade, which is fine. Yeah. So they have a bunch of mana up. I don't love that. Maybe I play around things a little bit. Just play like our automaton here. Let's attack with our rabbit battery and see what happens. I was thinking I'd play my Kitsune. But I think we're going to be a little cautious here. Because we can afford to be. I was thinking I'd play my Kitsune and give it haste. But given what their mana looked like and their hand looks like, I think adding to the board but not risking our Kitsune was a little better. We could have ninjutsu'd it in, of course, and they can't counter that, but it's also not nearly as good. Okay. So that's what they were holding on to. Well... we do need to hit some artifacts at some point. We do have plenty left in the deck, but our Ronin was like one of the best combo pieces. Yeah, that is all very, very bad. Block plus Wanderer's Intervention isn't looking too bad. But I don't think I'm going to do it here. Well, now Seismic Wave plus Intervention. Yeah, we're in trouble. I think we take the 4 again, unfortunately for us. Yeah, not really what we're looking for. But it does do something. And do I want to attack? I guess so. I guess I should have just been attacking this whole time. We're going to end up losing because I didn't chip in a few times with our Patchwork Automaton as a 1-1. We're going to take the hit again here. The fact they're holding on to, like, not playing anything to me makes me think they have a hand filled with, like, removal and counter magic. Yeah, that's not good. Man, we're never going to get to do something with Chapter 2. Yeah, we're pretty much dead now. We're not completely dead. Just mostly dead. Well... that pretty much does us in. Because we can only hold on to the intervention. So we're going to have to block and use Wanderer's Intervention to kill the 5/5 here. I'm sure they have something. The way they were playing, it really seemed like they had answers like counter magic type things, but maybe not. Okay, well, pretty much. So it doesn't die. We will have a 2/2. So if we draw something amazing, we have a little bit of a chance, and we do not. Thank you for the resub, Avalanche. Come on, let's get to 5 wins. I mean, 4-3 is, like, acceptable. But 5 and 3 or better is way better. Obviously. Just give us our Wandering Emperor. Right, nice hand. We do have this little combo. Ronin plus Song Shaper. Opponent had to mold a 5. So I think next turn we play Song Shaper. Seems like that makes the most sense. Ooh. That's not good. So if they can kill our Song Shaper here and attack with the Tech Wrecker, we're going to be pretty devastated. But let's hope they can't do that. Obviously enough, they still get to kill one of these if they attack and I don't block. Okay, well, they didn't. So, gosh, I think we have to put Intercessor's Arrest on that thing. It just wrecks our deck, as the name implies. We could just play Peerless Samurai instead, but I honestly think the Arrest is necessary here. Okay, go Shintai. You gonna mill me? No, you're not. Okay, so Ronin, Katana equip. Yeah. Seems pretty good. So then we go to combat. Yeah. I should have... Aw. That's sad. The only good news here is that they're almost out of gas. They do have another real card for us, though. Okay. So... I think all in on Peerless Samurai seems like a decent plan here. Attack for 5. Well, you know, I thought they were almost out of gas, but they keep doing things. Ooh, yeah, now I'm really glad they milled our land. We are kind of looking at a spot where maybe just channeling Reinforced Ronin is better. Yeah. We don't need to pay any mana, thank you, though. Although, I mean, a hasty 2/2 does seem like it matters. Wish I had a legendary creature in play. Do I want to channel my Ronin? They've milled all lands, which has been pretty good for us. You know, I do think channeling the Ronin makes sense, since we're lone attacking anyway, so I'm just going to do it. Okay. So we can play Kamano faces Kakazan and get the 1/1s this turn. The end of their turn, that is. So... they can block with the Infiltrator. No, they still can't do enough damage, though, to take down the Samurai. They're in an ugly spot. They can use Shigeki's ability, though. Roadside Reliquary... pretty decent for them right now, I guess. Gives them a way to draw a card, and they're in a tough situation. Yep. Then we play this. And... yeah, we'll hold on to this Plains and leave up mana for Sekenzin. So they can channel and get some stuff back. That's probably what they're thinking about doing. I feel like that's a little too slow in this situation. You know, I bet for a while in design, this probably did have, like, maybe it was like a 1/3 or something, but then it's so good with ninjutsu that that would be kind of unfair if it was also like a 2-mana 1/3 flyer. I'm glad we turned off that Kappa Tech Wrecker all those turns ago, because it was a problem. Uh-oh. So they have Death Touch here. So they can use this to kill our Peerless Samurai now. The question now is whether it's just going to be better for me to just attack with everything, and it probably is, since we're making the tokens. Nice. So we actually get a bonus on one of our things. It's about time. And then I think we move this here. And then I think we just swing with everything. Yeah. Our Sekenzin land really helped us chip in the last few damage there. Alright, so we got the 5th win. Yeah, we did finally get an effect from Chapter 2 of that saga, it's true. We've been kind of unlucky with it. Even when we played it on turn 1, I think we did get a counter, but it was on that Ronin who returns to our hand, so it was like, okay. Great. Yep, good hand. Probably lead with Moth Rider Patrol, especially because on turn 2 it can attack for 2. And then the Ronin, you know, do something later, probably. Yeah, so play Moth Rider Patrol, then Exemplar. I don't love that they get to loot, but I think I probably take the hit this turn to let them loot. Yeah. So I'd probably just play the Ronin and swing with everything here. Does mean they get to loot again, but I think I'm okay with that. I'm curious to see how this card does. Doesn't seem great. But, you know, it is ramp. And we are drawing all the lands. Okay, so I think we play Reinforced Ronin again. Do I just attack with the Ronin as a 3/3? It seems like that's a pretty good option here, as opposed to attack with a 2/2 and a 1/1. Yeah, we're okay with that. Could mean they're about to play the Saga that lets them reanimate a cheap thing, but we'll see. Alright, so they're going to try to ramp into a thing. Oh, I'm glad we have Intercessor's Arrest. Are we 1 mana shy of being able to play it? I think we are. Because of Ward. Yeah. We need 1 more mana. So we're about to get hit by this thing. Will a Mythic Dragon Indar run? Maybe. I think we are about to put Intercessor's Arrest on it is the good news. But we're going to take like 8 here. Yeah. I don't think I want to block Moon Circuit Hacker at this point. Maybe I do, though. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna. And then we're gonna Intercessor's Arrest. Yes, I'm sure. So we've dealt with that thing, at least, for now. They may have a way to bounce it, or any number of other things. There's another one. I think we're going to channel this. I mean, we need to find some action, or we're in trouble. And this isn't exactly action. Alright, I'll take it. That is not good. I probably arrest it before it starts doing silly things. Yeah. Yeah, we need to draw our Wandering Emperor. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is gonna hurt. That card is definitely an overperformer so far. It just seems like all the white decks can clog the board with so much stuff. I think I gave it like a build around B, and it kind of feels like it's just a B, you know? Yeah, we kind of have to block, sadly. And they get to do it again next turn. Yeah, that's not going to save us. All right, another 5-win red-white deck. I'll take it. I will take it. The Wandering Emperor was really good. No surprise there. The red-white deck, once again, you know, it seems like the lone attack bonuses have been good enough. That I think they actually, you know, based on the small sample size so far, it feels like they did a good job of designing the lone attack bonuses to be good enough and give you enough, like, evasive creatures that it actually makes sense to attack alone more than it makes sense to attack with multiple things, which that was the concern, that it'd be like, well, why don't I just attack with everything? But there have been lots of board states where it makes perfect sense to attack with just one thing that gets all these buffs. So we did draft that deck twice, and both times, you know, it seemed like the bonuses were there.